of a fuel leak other than the lower than expected quantity of fuel on board, and with no additional ECAM warnings or alerts, both pilots concluded that the issue was likely a computer malfunction. Fuel leak procedure? The pilots considered doing the standard fuel leak procedure but decided against it. Could it be a fuel leak? Should we start with the standard fuel leak procedure? No. We would then have to descend to a lower altitude, which would worsen the situation. Understood. Investigators later concluded that if the pilots had executed any of the prescribed fuel leak procedures upon diverting to Legis, whether it was the engine fuel leak procedure, the wing fuel leak procedure, or the fuel leak not located procedure, they would have landed with at least 3.8 metric tons of fuel on board. Framing bias: the captain's decision not to follow the fuel leak procedure was influenced by a common thinking mistake known as framing bias. This kind of bias happens when people get stuck on one way of looking at a problem and only pay attention to information that supports that view while ignoring evidence that doesn't fit. As the plane sped down the runway, slowing it down became a major challenge. Important features that usually help slow the plane, like wing spoilers and engine reverse thrust, were not working. To make things more difficult, the system that prevents the wheels from skidding didn't work properly, causing the wheels to lock up when the captain tried to use the brakes. The aircraft managed to stop just 600 feet short of the runway's end. Fires had broken out in the left main gear wheels, heightening the emergency. Captain Pitch quickly ordered an evacuation, and remarkably, all passengers were out of the aircraft in just 90 seconds, securing their safety. The fire crews, already on standby, quickly put out the fires. Incredibly, all passengers and crew on board survived the ordeal. Following their miraculous landing, the event was marked as the longest glide by a passenger aircraft in aviation history, without any fatalities. Analyze: the crew was initially celebrated as heroes. However, as time passed, questions surfaced about the events leading to the critical fuel shortage over the Atlantic. Doubts began to circulate regarding the crew's decision-making, especially why they appeared to overlook their instruments' warnings of rapidly decreasing fuel levels. Following the incident, significant changes were made to aviation safety protocols. Airbus introduced a new warning system in their flight management computers. Thank you for